Hi everyone, this is Medler from MedMania, and in this video today what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a tour of the MedMania server. You can connect to this server by using our server URL, which is mc.medmania.co.uk. So first of all, I'm going to start us off in our spawn building. This is where you should spawn in when you first join the server. You will be given iron armor, tools, weapons, food, and some other bits and pieces also when you first join the server. We have our welcome sign here, and we also have item slot machines which you can play for $100 a coin. These pay out in money, and the pot goes up every time you spin the reels. Like I say, it pays out money, and it pays out also items. When you win, it's really that easy. Just buy your coin, right click the jukebox, and it'll spin the reels for you. I'm just going to come out of vanish mode because when I joined the server in vanish mode. When you come along here, you'll see our wall of the staff we currently have on the server. We have our rules wall and our second rules wall, because we do have quite a few rules on the server. And then when you come to this wall, it shows you a list of the useful commands that you can use on the server. These are not all the commands you can use on the server, but it's the main ones that most people want to know or need to know right away. Then over here we have some useful warps. Got a warp to our player shops, which I'll show you. The admin shop. The bank is actually part of the web auction plugin we use. The donator hut takes you to the donators hut, where you can see what you get for donating for ranks on the server. The Stargate hut, I'll show you that. That basically takes you to the Stargate hut, which is the portals to our different various worlds. The biome hut is where you can select which biome you want to go off to build in. Then we have the library, which has an enchanting room in it. We also have the enchanting shop, where you can buy different enchantments. I'll show you all these anyway. You've seen the cash machine. No, sorry, you haven't seen this cash machine. That's a different plugin which I'll show you, which is in the donator hut. So, like I say, you've got two ways of getting out. You can either go down the steps here, or if you apply on our advert on the Minecraft forums, you'll be given fly mode, so you can just basically fly off the platform. You come down here, and you will see the spawn is quite pretty. There's a lot of hard work gone into this. On the left, I'll start off here. It's the biome selection hut, and basically, like I said previously, you can select which biome you want to go off and build in. So you have beach, desert village, extreme hills, forest, forest hills, jungle, jungle hills, ocean, plains, plains trading, which is basically the same as the desert village. It's basically trading villages that we've got well guarded to protect against griefing. Then you have like a river biome, snow biome, swamp biome. Okay. Over here is the Stargate hut, which, like I said previously, it takes you to different worlds we have on the server. You've got your end. We have our Hunger Games world, which will be opening very soon. We have a creative world, which when you go into it, it switches your inventory, so nobody can dupe or transfer items from the creative world into the main world to sell or use. We have a lot of plots in here. I believe we're up to about 64 plots, which are 100 by 100 blocks in size. And they go down to the bedrock and up to the sky, so quite a large building area. Then we have our events world, which is where we host various events. That's over there. I'm just going to put myself into fly mode to make it a little bit quicker. This is our PvP arena, where we host PvP events in there. This is two different variants of King of the Hill. And then over here we have, oops, got there eventually. Over here, this is our Capture the Flag arena. Quite a large arena, really good fun. Warriors, one of the admins on the server designed that with his friends. And it's really good. I'll go back into the main world now. And then we have the Nether, as you can see there. And this is my favourite. This is a plugin we've just put on called Townie. If you go into here, in this world, it allows you to use the Townie plugin, because we have it configured so it already works in this world. So people can create their own towns. Back into the main world we go. Across here is the Donators Hut. And in here you can see the different ranks that we sell on the server. And what you get for the ranks. There's a couple of signs missing off there because we had a bit of a chunk error a day or two ago, and I've just been too lazy to get around fixing the signs. We have our White Wizard, White Witch ranks, which are unique because they can over-enchant stuff to level 50. This is our top regular rank, which is the Obsidian rank. And then we have Diamond, which is $35, which has a lot of benefits to it as well. This is the cash machine I was talking to you about. This actually pays you for the playtime that you're on the server. So what you do is you walk across the two pressure plates and it tells you how many minutes you've been online, and then you just right click the button and it adds money to your account. So you get paid for the time you're online. These little signs you'll see dotted about, URL signs. This is basically so you can donate to the server, how to pay for your ranks and what have you. We also have URL signs on the donators walls, basically, which you right click and it gives you the URL to click on it. So it gives you a video tutorial that I've made on how to use different plugins. Some of them I haven't gotten around to doing yet, which will be getting done really soon. We'll go off to the right here. We'll go over the bridge. And on the right here we have our Obsidian Donator shop. This is for Obsidian donators, so they can buy unique items which you couldn't ordinarily get on the server, like these blocks here, which basically when they're broken spawn silverfish, which is quite humorous when somebody decides to mess about and grief something and they get attacked by a mob of silverfish. Yeah, it's people enjoy this shop. I like this shop. We have disposal signs all over as well. So if you've got something in your inventory you don't want anymore, just let me turn off my inspector. I forgot I even had that turned on. It even tells me who's been in. Look, brilliant. This is our enchanting shop. Like I say, you can buy your bottles of XP and your different enchants for your different items. You've got your bow enchants there, you've got your tools, you've got your armor enchants here in this corner, and then over here you've got your sword enchant. And then if you want to enchant something, even though we have an enchanting room in the library, we have one in the shop as well, so you just stand on the pressure plate and it gives you your maximum level 30 enchants. So this is the admin shop across here, where you can buy items at overinflated prices. I'm just waiting for the entities to reappear because one of the plugins we have is it clears entities and it also clears the items floating above the shops. Above the chests in the shops, I should say. Across here, this is our Donators Hall of Fame, which isn't working currently because we're having issues with the plugin that allows us to have the avatars stood on the platforms here. And it's a nice touch, people like it. And then across here we have like what we call the starter town. So when people first join the server, they can get one of these houses for free, which is somewhere for them to store their items until they find somewhere to settle. And then once they've found somewhere to settle, we take them off the region because each of these houses have a world guard region around them. We take them off the region, and then it allows us to give them to other players. Over here is our prison, which is where we jail or execute the naughty people on the server. You have the jail. Our first jail cell is actually in that cage, which is quite funny. If we jail someone, we just come across with snowballs and pelt the living daylights out of them. And then inside the jail itself, we have our dungeon with a few more cells in. So if we get a mob of naughty people on, we have somewhere to put them. I need to put some steps there. Causes quite an inconvenience. And then if we go back across here, we have what I said was the bank, but it's actually our web auction room. Okay. Again, you've got tutorial on how to set up your account and how to use web auction and what have you. And then we have the URL that takes you to our web auction page, which I actually need to change that. So it might not even work at the moment. Excuse me. You can check your balance here to see how much money you've got. And then again, disposal sign. So if you've got anything in your inventory you don't want, to make room for the items you've bought on web auction, because anything you buy on web auction goes into the mailbox here. Like that, you see. And then across here, going back over a little bit, is our player shops, where the players on the server can sell their items. I'm going to take you down to these shops down here. Dead Zone is one of our white wizards, where he sells his over enchanted items. I mean, I know the prices seem as though they're quite high there, but it certainly pays off, especially once you get your tools. They certainly start to pay for themselves pretty quickly. Like I say, I mean, the people have altered the appearance of the shops which is cool. I mean, when we first put the shops in, they were all like this, you know, red and white wool blocks, and people have just been tailoring them to their own tastes, which brightens up the spawn area, really, which is quite nice. And then across here, I'm going to show you this. Let me adjust my speed again. Flying too slow, taking forever to get about. I do have a warp to this, but I like to fly about and just give you an idea of the layout. And this is something a couple of my friends have been working on, and this is quite impressive. I love this. I'm a big history fan, especially of World War II, and this is actually a replica of HMS Hood that was sunk in the Second World War by the German pocket battleship Bismarck. So my friends just decided to build this, and I think it's lovely. I think they've done a grand job on it. Trying to think of anything else I can show you, really. Got a jump like there. Oh yeah, there was something else I wanted to show you. We have our little hotel here, and this is something that one of the guys was just built a few days ago for us, and I think it's quite fun actually. Lowell student built it, and it's basically to show the stats, who's got the highest stats in MCMMO. You know, it's just nice little touches. Yeah, right. It's not a true reflection on the players. I mean, to be fair, I mean, yes, I'm showing up as the most skilled player on the server, but that's clearly because I've been playing on the server the longest, with being one of the original founders and creators of the server. I think that's pretty much it, really. I mean, we have a lot of plugins on the server. We have jobs, which is good for making money. You've seen we have MCMMO. You know, some various cool plugins on to do different things, give you a hand in the game. We have one that, you know, gives you more items per drop. So if you say like kill a cow, you get like a load of extra meters to what you would ordinarily. You get extra leather. If you kill an enderman, you get like extra ender pearls. You know, it's just to add to it. Plus, because you're getting the extra items, people are not having to have so much livestock on the properties. Like when you shear sheep, instead of getting like one block of wool ordinarily, you could get like anything between 1 and 10 blocks if you shear them with the plugin we're using. It's a really cool plugin, and it does help towards reducing the lag. We have little competitions, as you can see over here. We had a fishing competition, so we just put little plaques on the wall just to add a bit of fun. Nice little touches, don't you think? Just going back over here. Check out plains biome. Where are you? There you go. So right click the sign and voila, in the plains biome. We've got a walk behind you, so you can go back to the biome selection hut if you feel it's not somewhere that you would like to build. And we have like quite a large area protected around these spawning points, because there's nothing worse than going to somewhere to build and when you first warp in, you know, it's been absolutely hammered and it's not attractive. So we like to try and protect the immediate area around the spawning points. The server is PvP active. So you do the spawning points also do offer some protection. Offer, that was a bit posh. They do offer some protection to you. So as soon as you're spawning, you're not going to get mugged off someone. But going back to what I was saying, there is many ways for you to make money on the server. Like I say, we have jobs. You've got the cash machine, which pays you for the time you're online. We have the slot machines, which is fun because, like I say, it gives you money and it also gives you items, random items, and it's quite generous actually as well. I've seen myself when I've won like the pot and maybe won 6 diamonds and half a stack of obsidian and things like that. It is quite generous on the payouts. So I've never touched the config. I've just left it alone. But yeah, this is the library over here. As I was saying, we have the enchanting room in there, which is just here. And like I say, I think that pretty much covers it. There are other areas I could take you to show you the builds that some of the people have done on the server, but I think that we'll save that for another video. We'll just see how popular this one turns out. Like I was showing you before, we have the commands wall, which is like the basic commands, which is to help you get a head start on the server. And we do have the help up if you need to ask the staff any questions. You are allowed to set 2 homes on the server as a resident, as a player when you first join. Obviously, if you donate for the donator ranks, they are given the ability to set more homes. Like I say, you can catch us on the server by joining us via mc.medmania.co.uk, and our website is www.medmania.co.uk. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on the server. Bye bye.